This is the video demonstration for Lab 1-1E, and we run the code locally. This is our main window. When a new customer comes to our system, he needs to sign up first. If you enter the password and the repeat password differently, it will display an error message. After that, you can sign up in, and if you choose the same username as before, it will display the same error message as well. Then you can use the main window to log in. Here is the customer view. You can see all the bikes available and their positions from the right. You can rent, return, pay, or report bikes using the buttons in the middle, and you can top up or choose the bikes that you want to report from the right side. Now I recharge 520. You can see the balance after refreshing data, and then I choose a particular bike. I rent it successfully using the rent button. Here you can see this bike cannot be rented again. You have to refresh the data. After refreshing, this bike doesn't exist in the list anymore. Then we decide to report to broken bikes and choose their defective types. After that, you can see that we cannot rent these bikes as well. As time goes, the usage time and the charges change. In this part, we use a timestamp to calculate the real time and charges. Here I reported several broken bikes to demonstrate that they won't appear in the list again. Then I choose a position which is suitable for me from the stations list, and then I return my bike. Then I'm testing. I cannot return a bike because I don't have any bikes now. I cannot rent a new bike because I still have an order to pay. Then I press the pay button. You can see that my information is refreshed and the bike is returned now. As all the functions work well, I log out from the customer view. I want to try the operator view using the username of 888 with the same password. Here is what our operator dashboard looks like. You can see three main functions: move bike, track bike, and repair bike. So let's try the move bike first. You can see the information of all bikes, their location ID, their location name, and their ID. You choose a bike ID which you want to move and choose a particular place that you want to move this bike to. You can see that after refreshing the data, the position did change. So we can try another bike, which is 11. Yes, the number 11 bike changed as well. So now we can try the next function, which is track bike. In this module, the locations for all bikes are shown, sorted by the location name. You can find any particular bike by entering its bike ID. For example, number 8 bike located at the University of Glasgow, and we can find another, for example, number 11 at the Barrowland Park. By clicking on the button below, we can visualize our bikes by the web browser using the real map. This is the layout of our bikes, and when you clicking on the spots, the bike ID is shown. You can use the mouse to zoom in and out to see a bigger or smaller map. Next one, we come to the repair part. On the left side, the information of all bikes that need to be repaired are shown. And on the right side, you can see two pie charts. The above one shows the proportion of broken bikes, and the below one shows the defective parts of bikes. Every time when the operator confirms the bike is repaired, the two pie charts will change at the same time. So now we are trying to repair these bikes. This is the end of the operator view, so we are trying to log into the manager view.
Manager functionality. First, manager have to successfully log in with his credentials from this login page. After successfully logging in, the bike sharing system will direct manager to his dashboard page. Here in the dashboard page, he can see the current date. Also, the dashboard page is designed in such a way that the page is divided into two panels. In the right side panel, he can see four sections. The first section displays the number of operators or employees working under him. Second section displays the number of bikes that has been taken on the current date, so that he can track the number of bikes that has been on ride for the current date. The third section displays the number of customers visited or rented the bikes for the current date. The fourth section displays the total income from the bike sharing system for the current date. So this right panel provides manager with basic necessary details on his bike sharing system. The left panel has three tabs for view income, view defective bikes, and view bikes in different locations. The view income tab will direct manager to another window. In this window, manager can see two main product charts. The left bar chart displays the income for the company in the past 6 months, where the monthly income is shown in each bar. The right side line chart displays the income of the company for the past 1 week. And in the leftmost part, the manager can enter a date range and plot the income within that date range. So here he can see the income within that date range. He can also save this report and use it for future statistical knowledge. So these product charts would help managers to keep track of months and days in a week, and also particular dates in the dates in the past where he had high income for his business. This would help him to predict the season where he would have good business in the future, and thereby he can put up good marketing strategies to attract more customers on these particular months and days in the week. If manager is trying to enter a date, they're trying to enter a wrong date range, or a date range that has no data, the system will display an error message. The second tab in the dashboard page is for viewing the defective bikes. This page displays two product charts. One bar chart displays the number of defective versus non-defective bikes. Here he can see that there are three non-defective bikes and one defective bike reported for the current date. And in the rightmost side, the manager can view the number of defective bikes that has been reported for the past 1 week. In the leftmost part, the can enter a date range. Manager can enter a manager can enter a date range and plot the number of defective versus non-defective bikes within the date range. He can also save this report and this use this in future for further statistical knowledge. So by this way he can keep track of defective bikes that gets reported by the users in the past days and can see how effective the company is on bringing out its products, that is their bikes, and how effective are they on responding and resolving the defects reported by the users. Here also, if the manager is trying to enter a wrong date range or a date range that has no data, the system will display an error message. The third tab takes the manager to a new window which displays the number of bikes in different locations. Here, the manager can see a pie chart displaying the uh, number of bikes in different locations for the current date. He can also view he can also enter a date range and view the number of bikes in different locations in the form of a pie chart. He can also save this and use it for further future statistical knowledge. By this way, manager can keep track of locations where the customers are more interested to ride on. Thus, he can plan some marketing strategies specific to these areas or locations to attract new customers or satisfy the existing customers. Here also, if the manager is trying to enter a wrong date range or a date range that has no data, the system would show an error message.